course, just as I'm about to be fully ready. Ah, こんにちは、皆さん。お元気でしたか？おはようとこんばんは。今日は、日本語が勉強しています。そして、新しいニュースをあ読みています。読んでいます。あとでゲームをしています。そして、行くぞ、皆さん。今日の練習は、今日の練習をしている。
How do you say, that is cheap stuff they sell at dollar stores?
Fuck, man, I've just been tired for a while. I don't know why I keep, getting tired. I don't know. Some days I just have trouble staying awake. Although most days I really have trouble staying awake. I don't know where it comes from. I just wake up and have trouble focusing and being awake. It's the worst. それは100円ショップで売っている安物です。
それは100円ショップで売っている安物です。
Yes. Good.
How do you say, have you ever listened to the Tsuguru-style shamisen that Chikuzan Takahashi plays?
You could have burnout. I get it a lot. It could be burnout. I don't know. Most days I just struggle to stay awake. Maybe I just need a week off from streaming, but I need to keep studying on the side. I don't know. I don't want to stop because I don't get many viewers already, so it's like, I don't know. I don't want to lose the ones that I have. Takahashi Shikuzan が弾くすぐる三味線を聞いたことがありますか？
高橋竹山が弾く津軽三味線を聞いたことがありますか？
すごい。
What's the meaning of?
屏風とか焼き物とか漆器とか。
屏風とか焼き物とか漆器とか。That would be things like folding screens. China and Japan. Quite literally.
Things like folding screens, pottery, and lacquerwares.
It still baffles me that one of those is called China and the other is Japan. Focus on what you think is important, but also taking into time to decompress and have time for yourself so you don't crash out. That's the thing. I don't feel the need to crash out. It's never a thing about crashing out. It's just a matter of I'm always tired. I like sleeping. Ugh. And the fact that I have to fight myself to not go to sleep when I get home is rough in its own right. I still need more subscribers on YouTube, followers and subs on Twitch. It's all just... Hell, I don't even see anyone on Kick ever. Even the bots are gone, which I am glad with. I am glad the bots are gone. But some days it's like, why am I even putting in the effort? But then I realize I'm not putting in the effort simply for... what is it? For growing as a content creator, but I'm mostly putting it in for my Japanese learning.
What does it mean when you say,
上野の美術館で有名な絵や彫刻を見ることができました。
上野美術館で有名な絵や彫刻見ることができました。When we went to the Ueno Art Museum, the art museum in Ueno, and saw famous things like famous paintings and statues.
at the art museum in Ueno, I was able to look at famous paintings, sculptures, and other things. What's the meaning of
コーリンが描いた屏風絵は素晴らしかったです。
Let's see. コーリンが描いた屏風絵は素晴らしかったです。The folding screen paintings made by Korin-san are amazing. Were amazing.
the painting on the folding screen that Korin painted was splendid? Do you remember how to say,
Like right now, I keep
it was
yawning.
amazing?
素晴らしかったです. No!
Let's
で
hear
も
you
すご
say,
かったです.
I want to go there again.
まで行きたいです. If you're feeling tired, you could need more sleep. You're just not getting it. I feel like that because of my insomnia. It's something to think about. Either that, then your Japanese is so good. Other than that, your Japanese is so good. Love your voice. Thank you so much. Love you, honey.
また行きたいです。
Okay, now try to say, all of them were wonderful.
どれも素晴らしかったです.
どれも素晴らしかったです。
Let's see. I want to try something. Give me a second. Where is it? Doremo ore no gakusei tachi wa subarashi katta desu. That looks right, but let's check. All of my students were wonderful. All right, so that did work. Cool. どれも俺の学生たちは素晴らしかったです。でも、俺は素晴らしじゃなかった。素晴らしじゃなかった。I was not wonderful. Where is my... there it is.
What's the meaning of
I love experimenting.
山田さんはちょっと神経質で内気ですが、とてもいい人ですよ。
山田さんはちょっと神経質で内気ですが、とてもいい人ですよ。 which is Mr. Yamada is a little sensitive and shy, but he's a very good person, you know? チェズミさんの、チェズミちゃんは、ちょっと神経質で内気ですが、とてもいい人ですよ。綺麗人ですよ is what I wanted to say.
Mr. Yamada is a little sensitive and shy, but he is a very good person, you know? What does it mean when you say,
田中先生はおおらかでいい先生ですが、それほどハンサムじゃありませんよ。
それは、田中先生はおおらかでいい先生ですが、それほどハンサムじゃありません。I'm thinking of what the word I always struggle with is. Tanaka sensei is it's not kind-hearted. It's not carefree. It's... Fuck, why do I always struggle with this word? おおらかで難しい。おおらかでは難しい言葉です。やれやれ。It's not kind-hearted and a good teacher, but he's not very handsome, you know?
Professor Tanaka is an easygoing and good teacher, but he is not all that handsome, you know?
I think it's because we don't really use the word easygoing in this day and age. Like, in the modern world, we don't really use the word easygoing. It's so uncommonly used that I often forget about it.
How do you say, we visited an art museum?
美術館に行きました。
美術館に行きました。
What's the way to say, tell me, what places did you visit?
どんなところは回ったんですか？
どんなところを回ったんですか？
すごい！
How do you say, I'd love to go to Nagasaki someday?
覚えました。Let's see. 長崎へ行ってみたいです。No, 長崎へいつか長崎へ行ってみたいです。
いつか長崎へ行ってみたいです。
I have to mark it as wrong, though. いつか長崎へ帰ってみたいです。帰ってみたいです。長崎は大好きです。その街は魔法です。その街は魔法です。I love Nagasaki. It's such a beautiful town. It's such a beautiful city.
Do you remember how to say, I visited various places in Kyushu?
九州でいろいろなところは回ったんです。でした。
九州のいろいろなところを回りました。
回りました。And no. So, 九州のいろいろなところを回りました。
Let's hear you say, which one is Professor Tanaka?
田中先生はどんな人ですか？
田中先生はどの人ですか？
はい。その人は田中先生です。どの人ですか？その青いスーツを着ている人は田中先生です。
What's the meaning of?
屏風とか焼き物とか漆器とか。
Things like paintings on folding screens, lacquerware, and porcelain.
Things like folding screens, pottery, and lacquerwares.
How did you begin learning Japanese? I started learning through a couple websites. Actually, no. I started learning through a game. Well, it's kind of complicated, actually. You see, 6 years ago, 7 now, actually, I started learning Japanese in college. But I let it slip by because I was studying so much in college that I couldn't keep up. Fast forward 4 years. 4 or 5 years. Yeah, 5 years now. And I lost my job, so I started studying Japanese in an attempt to become an English teacher. And I started playing a game called Shoshingo. Shoshingo is a game where you learn Japanese with photography. It teaches you, it even has the option to teach you hiragana, and katakana, which is integral for learning the language. From there, though, I met some of my viewers that used to come around a lot. They come around sometimes, but not as often anymore. They pointed me to websites like Mango here, where I've been practicing, FunPro, which is... Oh. FunPro, like this. Let me think. We got different sites like the one here where we are reading about Tom Thumb. The NHK site. That's pretty cool. I want to learn so bad. It seems to be helpful, actually. That's pretty cool. I want to learn so bad, but every time I try, I never know where to start. I can actually tell you where to start easily. You want to start with hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Let me show you real quick. Let's see. Hiragana is the round ones. Katakana is a bit sharper. And I know this sounds baffling, but you want to learn a little bit of kanji early. Because kanji is terrifying, but it's very useful. The reason it's so useful, though, is because, as I will demonstrate in a second, the Japanese writing system is very Stop deleting articles! The writing system in Japan is very different compared to what it is in America. Here's an example. In the English writing system, we have spaces between our words. However, in the Japanese writing system, there are no spaces between words at all. So in other words, if you were to write everything out in simple hiragana and katakana, it would be a mess. You would not be able to understand anything. Let me demonstrate. Sakana wa chisai. Chisai desu. This, comma. Demo ore no sakana wa ookii desu. The only time... Hold on. Desu ga. The only time that they really... It uses like a little bit of each katakana and kanji as well, right? It does. Yes. Absolutely it does. It uses... Like, here's some hiragana. Here's katakana right here. Which is website. Websu. No, hold on. Kono sebisu wa Nihon Kanji's still difficult for me, but I can understand it in bits and pieces. Kokunai mo. This is Yomitan, a program that lets me see what kanji are and like how to break them down. Kokunai mo no service no tame. 外国人からの No, not 外国人. Is it? 海外からの Kanji is very difficult. And a lot of kanji... Oh, Yomitan? Yeah, Yomitan's great. In our Discord, we actually have a entire references area for people that want to like take a look at some of the things that we've used over the years. This website itself teaches Japanese on a very manageable level. It teaches it with katakana, hiragana, and furigana. Unfortunately, we do not read, fortunately for us, we do not read any news from America here, unless it's something very tragic. So, you see this up here? This is furigana. Furigana is hiragana that is used to say what this is. So, if you look up here, Gifu Ken, and using Yomitan, this comes out to, of course, Gifu Ken. So, the furigana is basically designed in order to help people that are learning without using Yomitan. It's to help them for those that don't have a program like Yomitan. Gifuten Shirakawa Mura. Gifuten Shirakawa Mura Gasho Zukuri no ue no light up ga hajimatta. So it looks like an event called Light Up has begun in, let's see, a traditional style of Japanese architecture. Okay, so it must be talking about the houses here. Anyways, you want to learn kanji right off the bat. A little bit of kanji right off the bat because of the Japanese writing system. If you only learned hiragana and katakana, it's fine, you'll do fine, but you'll also be handicapping yourself. Because if you look here, you don't just see a sentence made specifically out of hiragana. If you see it made out of hiragana, you get cases like here, where it's hard to make out what is even being said, whereas sono sakana wa chisai desu ga ore no sakana wa ookii desu. Whereas like this, you can basically break it up. So sono in this case is that, whereas if you look here, it could be misread as sono sakana, sono sakana wa ra, or sono sakana wa chi. Whereas if you read it like this, it's sono sakana wa chisai. I don't know where that came from. Chisai desu ka? So that fish is small. But desu ka is but. Ore no sakana, which is my fish. Thank you for the follow. Is big. It took me a long time and a lot of reading to really understand the significance of kanji. Thank you so much for the follow. I try to stream whenever I can because I've been aiming to be an English teacher in Japan. I even spent 6 weeks in Japan in 2024 to get the experience. Yes, my sound alert is literally just me screaming at the top of my lungs. It has a purpose. It's supposed to scare the shit out of me. And I'm very passionate about what I want to do. When I get passionate, I focus. But yeah, I'm aiming to be an English teacher in Japan, and the reason I want to learn Japanese is so I can communicate with the locals. Not just read and write, but also talk. Which is where Mango comes in. Mango, which is free if you have a library card in the United States of America. I am not kidding about that. I am not sponsored by them. I just really like Mango, and they do good, and they have done great work. They are free if you use they teach conversational level Japanese, which is why you don't really see, what is it? Kanji here. You see hiragana and katakana, but you don't see kanji. Because it's not teaching you to read, it's teaching you to speak. Let's give an
What's
example.
the meaning of
コーリンが描いた屏風絵は素晴らしかったです。
コリンが描いた屏風絵は素晴らしかったです。So the painting on the folding screen painted by Corin was wonderful. Now, if this had cut, I believe you'll make it. I mean, you're super passionate about it, which hyped me up even more for learning and help. I'm glad. Please, I definitely recommend giving it a shot. It seems scary and it seems hard. But once you really get the ball rolling, like I'll tell you this. It's a bit difficult out the gate because you're learning a brand new language. But once you get the ball rolling and pieces start to click, once the pieces start falling into place, the ball will just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and it won't stop. You will be unstoppable. Now, if this were teaching me how to read, the oboe here would look like this. Which is wall, wind, and I believe this is painting. Picture. The beautiful thing about kanji, by the way, is that sometimes you can actually make out what the word is just by using the kanji there. So, wall, wind. That could be used for, like, folding screen. Why folding screen? Because folding screens are used to stop drafts. A wind wall. A wall for the wind. And add an A to it. Add the A to it, which is literally just painting, and you get that. That's the beauty of kanji. Then again, you get the times where it's so weird to look at. I definitely recommend using some of the resources that I've used. I would never have come this far without my chat, and I love pushing for people to like really learn and grow. The day that we all stop learning and thinking is the day we all emotionally and mentally die. So never stop trying to grow.
The painting on the folding screen that Korin painted was splendid.
Painting on the folding screen that Korin painted was splendid.
What does it mean when you say,
Let's
田
try
中
this one.
先生はおおらかでいい先生ですが、それほどハンサムじゃありませんよ。
田中先生はおおらかでいい先生ですが、それほどハンサムじゃありませんですよ。それは、田中先生 is a easygoing and good teacher, but he's not very handsome, you know, which I still think is very rude.
Professor Tanaka is an easygoing and good teacher, but he is not all that handsome, you know.
If one of my students were to say that to me, I would be like, Daze! Boy! What a handsome desu! I just love Japanese culture and everything so much and listen to music all the time. I want to go to the Ado concert that she's doing in July. Ah, God, I love Ado. When I was staying with a host family in Japan back in 2024, we were coming back from from an island, and while we were riding in the car with their 4 sons, they started playing Ado, and I was like, oh, I love Ado! Ado's great! I would be like, Usugaki! Demme! I have a tendency to start slipping Japanese into my speech whenever I'm streaming. Even when I play games, I'll sometimes just start speaking Japanese just to practice. Oh god. Japan is a beautiful country. I've been twice, and it's definitely worth visiting at least once. Trust me on that. I've been to... Also, I just noticed the Totodile. I love the Totodile. It's so cute. I've been to Tokyo, Kyoto... Kyoto, Tokyo, Osaka, Nagasaki, Hakata, which is in Fukuoka, Kitakyushu, Munakata, and there's a specific town up north that I can't think of the name of. Hey, Scoper, good to see ya. Scoper's a regular around here. It's good. It's always good to see him here.
How do you say, I'd love to go to Nagasaki someday?
Itsuka Nagasaki e itte mitai desu. But now if I were to say it as, I want to return to Nagasaki someday, it would be Itsuka Nagasaki e kaete mitai desu.
いつか長崎へ行ってみたいです。
Do you remember how to say, I visited various places in Kyushu?
九州のいろいろの、いろいろ、hold on. 九州のいろいろな、hold on. 九州のいろいろな、fuck, I have to see what it is because I can't remember.
九州のいろいろなところを回りました。
なところもありました。
Do you remember how to say, I visited various places in Kyushu?
九州のいろいろなところもありました。Come on. That's
九
one.
州のいろいろなところを回りました。
Good. Okay. Next. Hey! What'd I do? What? I heard something. It sounded like a bonk echoed. I did hear a bonk. I see it on the playback. You son of a bitch. Alright, let's take a look at our new lesson, and then we'll move on to... Let's see. We'll move on to the news, which today's news article we'll be reading about is the Gifuken, which is the thing happening in Gifu right now. Also, the Winter Olympics is going on, apparently. Fuyu no Olympic Nippon wa bobsled, danshi ni shutsu. How do I say that? 出場できない. Wait, they're not participating? Wait, they're not participating in the bobsled competition? Oh, that's actually surprising. The reason I can tell they're not is because of the nai here. Nai here is usually used for negative case. So when something is negative, you'll see it with like nai or masen or nakata. Let's do a new lesson. Okay.
Now try and say, is having an event.
イベントがあります。
やっています。
やっています。Okay, やっています。
What's the way to say exhibition or exhibit?
I wish I had known this was going to continue over from yesterday.
展示。
展示。やっていますん展
Do
示。
you remember how to say
面白い
interesting
展示。
exhibit?
面白い展示。
面白い展示。
すごい。
Nice. Now practice saying,
Hmm.
they are having an interesting exhibit.
そう、面白い展示をやっています。
面白い展示をやっています。
すごい。面白い展示をやっています。Let's see. I think I can make this into a sentence. 面白い展示をやってます。だから行きたいです。Yes, I think that works. Let's check. Hold up. 面白い展示をやっています。だから行きたいです。Yes, I believe that worked. Let's see. Goo, did you mean? Hold on. They're having an interesting exhibit, so I want to go. Yes, that does work. I'm happy it does. It's always fun to experiment with Japanese when you're learning it, because that way you can try new phrases and try different things.
Here's how you would say,
Raigetsu.
next month.
来月。
Raigetsu is similar to next year, which is Rainen. Now, Raigetsu uses the kanji for coming, which is also, let's see, Tai, Ki, Ko, and Getsu, like the moon. If you want a good example of when Getsu is used, you look at Getsuga Tensho from Bleach. Getsuga Tensho is literally uses the kanji for the moon or the month. I'm good. Did have a late day at work, but it happens. That's fair. Most days I get out of work around the same time, but I try to make my way home as soon as I can so I can just stream. Let's see, Raigetsu. I'm adding it to notes because we already know this one, but it never hurts to have a new note. So let me show you Raigetsu versus Rainen. Raigetsu, Rainen. So, you'll notice that they both have the same kanji for next, but ashita, hold on, ashita, which would be next day, does not have that kanji. Instead, it is, let's see, it is light. Bright. I don't know exactly why they chose light or bright, but I'm gonna find out at some point. I just know it. Someone's gonna come in here one day and they're gonna explain to me why they chose light or bright for it. And it's not even the same light as Hikari. Hikari is a different kanji in itself. Let me show you that. Hikari. There's Hikari. Hikari is light, a light. Whereas Ashita uses just the kanji for light. Mai. Oh, wrong page. It is interesting. I've been sent an ad jailbreak. Back in a minute. No.
What's the way to say next month?
Raigetsu.
来月
Here's something to think about. How do you say the 10th of the next month?
Raigetsu 10日.
来月の10日
Ah, interesting. 来月の10日. 来月の10日は、来月は俺の友達、醤油、hold on. 来月は俺の友達の誕生日です。でも、来月は、okay, so 来月の10日. So, no is often used for ownership. So, if I were to say, ore no, like when I was talking about the fish earlier in the translation thing, I said, ore no sakana, or so no sakana. It's like pointing at something. No is essentially like ownership.
Now, how do you say Science Museum?
Welcome back. I wish I had better control over the ads, but every time I've tried to control them, they've just wrangled out of control, and I'm just like, I'm just not gonna fight you if you're gonna be a pain. Kagaku Hakubutsukan.
科学博物館
Ooh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah. No is very much a possessive one. So if someone were to say, ore no, or watashi no, or anata no, it would be like saying, mine, your. Or... Hold up. Where's that news article? 船が山のような. Here's another one. Let's see. No, this does not work as a good example. No, ie. Here's a good example. This is actually a good example. So, 合掌造り.
合掌造り
Gasho sukuri no ie. What this means is, let's see, traditional style of Japanese architecture, house. So a house of this architecture. Does that make sense? It can be, no, doesn't just have to use ownership. It can also be like the way something is. So the style of something. Yes, that's it. That's the phrase, that's the word I want actually. The style of something. Gasho zukuri no ie, which is this style of house. No is a word that basically connects one thing to another. It can show ownership or meaning or like style. It's a very important part of the Japanese language. And in my opinion, it is the easiest hiragana to learn. I would say no is the easiest one to learn because you see it everywhere because nobody it's just so round. Everyone knows no.
Now, can you figure out the best way to say, they're having an interesting exhibit at the Science Museum until the 10th of the next month?
それは難しいです。でも、まあ、大丈夫。そう、行くぞ。面白い展示をやっていますの。来月の10日 Okay, I think I got it. 来月の10日まで面白い展示をやっています。
来月の10日まで科学博物館で面白い展示をやっています。
I forgot the building. Damn it. But I was at least right about the rest. 来月の10日まで科学博物館で面白い展示をやっています。I love when they give me hard lessons, but at the same time it makes you like, I always screw up with words. I always forget a word. Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you so much. I'm not used to donations at all. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a sound for it, though. Isn't there supposed to be a sound for it? I probably didn't set up a soundboard because I don't get bits usually. Thank you, though. 来月の10日まで科学博物館で面白い展示をやっています。I've only been studying Japanese for about 2 years now. Almost 2 years. And let me tell you, it's once you get the rhythm, it picks up
Let's hear
fast.
you say, the fall special exhibit? It's until November 20th.
Shit. I forgot. Akino. I have to look at my notes for this. Hold on. The oil painting every Tuesday. Where is the fall special exhibit? November 20th. Okay, 秋の特別展は Okay, 秋の特別 Okay. 展ですか? This is a little tip for already being such a great teacher, even though you're still learning yourself. I think that's the best way to be a teacher, though. I think that a teacher should always be learning. A teacher should never feel like they've mastered their craft. They should never feel like they've mastered or perfected anything. Because if there is no room for improvement, there is no room for growth. If there's no room for growth, there is no room for change. And change is the death of everything. Well, no change is the death of everything. No change is the death of everything. 秋の... Fuck, I literally just looked at this word. 秋の特別展は... No, 秋の特別展ですか11月の10日です。
秋の特別展ですか ?11 月20日までです。
20日です。There's a specific speech from Bleach by the character Mayuri that really stuck out to me when I was a kid. And it is about how perfection is like a death sentence. I loved Bleach growing up, but Mayuri's speech... I never liked Mayuri growing up, but I liked his speech about perfection. Because perfection, especially to a scientist or to someone that likes learning, is a death sentence. 秋の特別ですか? 秋の特別ですか? 11月, which is November, 20日. I'm not going to explain why the 20th is 20日. That's its own thing you'll have to learn in its own right. I don't know who came up with that. Someone came up with that. Someone came up with that. 20 日. But there's another way that you could read it, which is 20 日. 20 日. But for some reason, it's specifically 20日. I don't know why. I wish I knew why. But literally, another way to read this is 20 日. There's still things I have to learn. That's why I don't feel comfortable explaining why things are the way they are sometimes.
What's the way to say, the oil painting class at the museum is every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Not class, but... I forgot oil painting too. Hold on. 美術館の油絵のクラス. No, yeah, that's right. Class is abura. Class is class. Class is literally class because it's a borrowed word. 油絵のクラス. Okay. 美術館で油絵のクラスを毎週の火曜日 I don't remember the rest.
美術館の油絵のクラスは毎週火曜日午後7時からです。
It's a lot more complex than English. 美術館の油絵. The reason why I don't want to teach you what Hatsuka is because that's a very far away thing. You should learn that at your own rate. I love the... Oh, and I just saw something from the Kick side. I just saw something fly at me from Kick. What is that? Thank you for... No emotions left. Thank you for the little emote. Alright, let's see. Let me pull back up my Twitcast chat. Let's see. 美術館の油絵のクラスは毎週、which is every week, 火曜日, which is Tuesday, 午後, which is afternoon, shikaji. Now what's shikaji? Oh, shikaji is 7 o'clock, right? Like each, 1時、2時、3時、4時、5時、7時、6時、8時、9時, or 9時.
Now, how do you say, they're having an interesting exhibit at the Science Museum until the 10th of the next month?
Okay, I can do this time. 来月の10日まで。Okay. 来月の10日まで。科学博物館で面白い展示をやっています。
来月の10日まで 科学博物館で面白い展示をやっています。
Aha! Yes! I did it!
All right, let's learn how
Yeah,
to
I
say
feel like I'm losing my mind!
public performance. Listen closely and repeat.
公演、
ちょっと待ってください。それは変ですよね。I'm gonna go leave a lurk while I get back to doing my own early steps of learning. I hope your stream goes well. Thank you so much and good luck with your learning. I'll be here for a while. I'm probably gonna be playing a Japanese learning game later after I do the news. This is actually interesting. This is interesting. Why is this Cohen? Because we know a different Cohen. Yes, we know different Cohen. So, if I had to look at the two, I would have to guess that Ko is public performance.
Please note that the Japanese word for a public park, such as Ueno Park, and the word for a public performance both sound identical.
Yes, they do.
But they are two different words.
そうですか。それは変だよ。でも、English、イギリス、イギリスじゃない。英語もその言葉を。But we have words like that in English. The mucus.
Try to say public performance.
公演。
公演、
This is how you say
Kabuki!
kabuki.
歌舞伎、
Kabuki 公演は大好きです。I love Kabuki. It's been ages since I saw it, but I love Kabuki. I want to go back. I think the Kabuki performance I saw was the Naruto Kabuki performance.
Is a traditional Japanese theatrical art that combines drama, dance, and music, and is famous for its colorful makeups, gorgeous costumes, spectacular stage sets, lively music, and dynamic performance, presented by an all-male cast. It started as a dance performance in the early 17th century and gained popularity as a form of entertainment for ordinary people during the Edo period, 1603 to 1868.
歌舞伎、
Was included in UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2008.
Interesting.
Now, how do you think you would
Kabuki
say...
公演。
歌舞伎公演、
Now try and say to take place or to be held.
やっています。
ある、
ある。そうです。
Based on what you already know, how would you say a kabuki performance will be held?
歌舞伎公演ある。
歌舞伎公演があります。
歌舞伎公演があります。歌舞伎公演があります。
Listen carefully.
歌舞伎座、
Means kabukiza.
Well,
Let's hear that one more time.
歌舞伎座、
That's lovely. What's a kabukiza? Kabukiza. What is a kabukiza?
歌舞伎座、
Is the well-known theater in Ginza, Tokyo, that specializes for
歌舞伎、
performances. Originally opened in 1889,
歌舞伎座、
had been rebuilt for several times throughout its history. The current theater was opened in 2013. Though it preserves the traditional appearance, it's a beautifully appointed modern theater with 2,964 seats, backed by a high-rise office building called
歌舞伎タワー、
Kabuki Tower. Tower is a borrowed thing. Hold on, let me see this. Kabukiza. その建物は綺麗です。歌舞伎座は大好きです。素晴らしい。たくさん椅子です。I love how this looks. It's so cool.
Let's see if you can say
Kabuki-za.
Kabu-
歌舞伎座
So far, so good. Can you figure out how to say at 4:30 on Sunday when
Yoji.
referring to a starting time?
日曜日の4時半。
日曜日の4時半から
Yeah! 日曜日の4時半から。I need to turn on my heat because I'm. No, it's like 50 degrees out. If I turn on my heat, I'm gonna have hell to pay. Give me a second. I just need to switch something up really quick. There we go. And I got water while I was at it.
Good job so far. Now, think of the way to say a kabuki performance will be held at Kabukiza at 4:30 on Sunday.
Okay, so. Okay, I can do this. 日曜日の8日半から。日曜日の8日半から歌舞伎座で歌舞伎公演があります。
日曜日の4時半から歌舞伎座で歌舞伎公演があります。
すごいははー I did it!
Let's hear you say the fall special exhibit. It's until November 20th.
秋のback. Oh my god. Why do I always struggle with words like this? 秋の特別展。秋の特別展ですか11月10日の11月20日までです。
秋の特別展ですか ?11 月20日までです。
What's the way to say the oil painting class at the museum is every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
I definitely woke up because of how into like explaining things I got. I love getting excited. When I get excited, I wake up more. Let's see. No. 美術館での毎週の毎週火曜日の毎週火曜日午後7時から美術館の博物館でI gotta go. I gotta see what it is.
美術館の油絵のクラスは毎週火曜日午後7時からです。
美術館の油絵のクラスは毎週火曜日午後7時からです。God, I'm glad this is getting added to the daily review because this is gonna be hell if I don't.
Now, how do you say they're having an interesting exhibit at the Science Museum until the 10th of the next month?
Okay. 来月の10日まで 来月の10日まで科学で面白い Oh god, my stomach's hungry. 科学博物館で面白い展示をやってます。
来月の10日まで科学博物館で面白い展示をやっています。
What's the way to say, a kabuki performance will be held at Kabukiza at 4:30 on Sunday?
Okay, so 日曜日の何時4時日曜日の4時半から歌舞伎座で歌舞伎公演があります。
日曜日の4時半から歌舞伎座で歌舞伎公演があります。
Okay, now try to say, let's go together.
一緒に行きましょ
一緒に行きましょ
Now let's learn how to
う。チケ
say
ット
ticket for events.
う。チケット。
Here's something to think about. How do you say, I have 2 tickets?
2本の2枚チケットがあります。
チケットが2枚あります。
Okay, I was right. Well, close. Not fully right, but close. チケットが2枚あります。Okay. チケットが2枚あります。
Good job so far. Now think of the way to say, since I have 2 tickets, let's go together.
I forgot how to say since.
チケットが2枚ありますから一緒に行きましょう。
から
Good job so far. Now think of the way to say, since I have 2 tickets, let's go together.
Wait a second. Okay, so 一緒に行きましょう is the last part. チケット2枚がありますから一緒に行きましょう。
チケットが2枚ありますから一緒に行きましょう。
A
歌舞伎。
program generally consists of 2 to 3 acts and can last 3 to 5 hours, including intermissions. It's also rather expensive, with a ticket costing 4,000 to 20,000 yen, depending on the seat as well as the program. When these facts are combined with its use of highly stylized scripts and conventions, attending a
歌舞伎。
performance could be a little intimidating, even for native Japanese people. That's why
歌舞伎座。
offers special seats for those who want to watch a single act only. These affordable single-act tickets are sold only on the day of the performance and on a first-come, first-served basis. You can also rent an English captioning device at a reasonable cost.
The Japanese are so creative. I love Japan so much.
What's the way to say, the oil painting class at the museum is every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
All right. Every Tuesday, so did you no 博物館であぶれてクラスを毎週火曜日午後7時です。
美術館の油絵のクラスは毎週火曜日午後7時からです。
Okay,
Now,
almost at the
how do
end.
you say, they're having an interesting exhibit at the Science Museum until the 10th of the next month.
来月の10日まで、来月の10日まで、科学博物館で面白い 展示をやっています。
来月の10日まで科学博物館で面白い展示をやっています。
What's the way to say, a kabuki performance will be held at Kabukiza at 4:30 on Sunday?
I am burning my brain out. I swear to God I am. 日曜日の4時半から、日曜日の4時半から歌舞伎座で歌舞伎公演があります。
日曜日の4時半から歌舞伎座で歌舞伎公演があります。
Now, how do you say, since I have 2 tickets, let's go together?
チケット2杯ありますから、一緒に行きましょう。
チケットが2枚ありますから一緒に行きましょう。
What's the way to say, next month?
来月。
来月。
Nice. Now practice saying,
来月の10日。
来月の10日。
We are at the end of this lesson, thank
try to
God.
say, public performance.
公演。
公演。
Now, how do you
歌
say,
舞伎公演。
歌舞伎公演。
try to say, a kabuki performance will be held.
歌舞伎公演があります。
歌舞伎公演があります。
Let's see if you can
歌
say,
舞伎座。
歌舞伎座。
let's hear you say, at 4:30 on Sunday, when referring to a starting time.
日曜日の4時から
日曜日の4時半から。
4時半から
Now, how do you say, I have 2 tickets?
チケット2枚あります。
チケットが2枚あります。
よかった。Alright、今は新しいニュースを読んでいます。この今日のアーティクルは、岐阜県白川村合掌作りの家のライトアップが始まった。So lighting up of these houses has begun. 岐阜県白川村で夜の景色 which is scenery 夜の景色を楽しむライトアップが始まりました which is the in Gifu the festivities for lighting up of the scenery at night has begun. 白川村には in 白川村屋根が山のような形をした roofs that look like the tops of mountains have taken form. Because they are 合掌造りの家が以上あります。No less than 100 No less than 100 of these houses. Well, actually, let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. Let's do a translator really quick. Because even I'm not fully sure of myself here. Over 100 gasho zukuri houses with roofs shaped like mountains stand there. Okay. Light up wa yuki ga sumotta ie ya mawari no ki nado. Light up, which is when snow has accumulated on the roofs and the surrounding trees. Hikari de terashimasu. Okay, so yeah, they shine lights on the roofs and the surrounding trees. Indonesia kara kita hito wa, one person from Indonesia said, 景色が綺麗で素晴らしいです. The scenery is beautiful. It's wonderful. と話しました. Light up は2月1日までの毎週 isn't my shoe every week 毎週日曜日 every week on Sunday にあります. So this will happen until next week on the 1st, for the next few weeks on Sunday. 観光協会 motherfucker 観光協会によるとたくさんの人が来るので見るためには予約が必要です. So because of the amount of people that are coming, the travel agencies are saying that it's important to buy reservation tickets early for this. Let's take a look at this. Gifu Ken. Raito up. Right up. Hey. Kirei! Right up. Kirei! Ne, mite! この街は綺麗です。大好きです。行きたい。いつか行きたいです。Wow, so pretty. Hey. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my god, that's so cool. There's a door there. What the fuck, man? That's so cool. Oh my god, look at this stuff. So this is what it looks like during the Light Up Festival in oh my god, look at this. そのイベントは綺麗。行きたい。I don't know the word for frozen, but Taki. その滝は綺麗ですよね。I love Japan so much. Oh, I hope I pass. I'm gonna pass those interviews. I am going to get that position from Hell or High Water. All right, chat. We're switching things up. We're going into Wagatavi. Where's Wagatavi? Wagatavi, get your ass out here. There you are, Wagatavi. God, I can't get over how beautiful this stuff looks. The Light Up Festival in Gifu is just amazing. I'm so glad that we read about this article. And no wonder people need fucking reservations. No wonder they're saying that people need reservations. If they're gonna see beautiful shit like this, then hell yeah, they're gonna need reservations. I would need a reservation. All right, Wagatabi is launching, so give me a second so I can set it up. Wagatabi is a Japanese learning game that we've been playing off and on for the past few months. Game. Wagatabi. Okay. Come on, Wagatabi. I know you can do it. I know you're there. Alright, I have to pause the music. Alright, let's get to work. So right now we are in Konbini de Korakuen.
Okayama.
岡山。私は岡山県にいる。Okay, 私は岡山県にいる。So I'm in Okayama right now. 岡山県の先生はどこですか? Where is the sensei?
後楽園.
Korakuen, Japanese garden located in Okayama City. This is one of the 3 great gardens of Japan. Konbini de Korakuen no Kibu.
切符.
Oh, Kipu, which is ticket. Ga o cow. So I have to buy a ticket for it at the konbini. いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
何を買いますか?
何を買いますか? 切符。Wait.
公園.
Nope.
有名な
公園の
切符.
何を買いますか?
公園の切符で
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
何を買いますか?
Okay. 公園 What would you like to buy? What do you want to buy? 公園 Oh, I see it.
公園の切符
をください。
をください.
後楽園の切符です。
It's been a long
ありがとう
day.
ございます。
ありがとう。そして、またね。そうそう。みなこさん。
みなこちゃんの犬は大きい。
みなこちゃんの犬は大きいです。which is
元気な犬だ。
元気な犬だ。It is a lively dog. It is a big dog. すごい。Isn't this Tori? Tori. Puzzle? Wait, 待って。
岡山市の神社は小さい神社です。
そうですか。
有名な神社ではありません。有名な神社ではありません。
有名な神社ではありません。It's not a famous because of that, it's not a famous temple, shrine. そこで。行くぞ。ねえね
後楽園の切符は？
え。はい。後楽園の切符です。え、なぜ？はい。小さい。切符に小さい。あります。小さい which is small.
元気な。
元気な。boring. ひらがなは I don't remember.
な。つまらないです。
つまらない。つまらない。
下手です。
下手です。下手です。なあ。Write a word corresponding with the definition of hiragana. 岡山県の西に有名。It's a famous temple. It's a famous temple in, let's see, 丸亀神社。丸亀市。
大きい。
大きい。Let's see, important. We were just looking at this earlier. I know this is wrong.
大切な。
大切な。いいです。Okay. I think that's 日本語が元気先生上手です。面白い。Fuck. Wait, I think it's this. Beautiful. きれい。きれい。きれいな。
きれいです。
あ
あそこのうどんのお店はいいです。あそこのうどんはの店いいです。はお店はいいです。
すごい。日本に
に
大
大
きい
きい
お城
城が
あります。
あります。上手です。
上手です。上手です。I speak poor Japanese. これは日本語をLet's see. 大切な。Nope. 下手な。下手な。So 下手な is the word that I've been wanting to use. Okay. きれいな。きれいな。This is important, precious. 大切。大切な。切な。つな。
大切です。
Ah, 大切です。Damn it, why do I always do that? Ken. 小さい。ヒップに小さい。I wish I could hear what this is. があります。Cute. かわいい。です。面白い。
有名な。
有名な。
お城の前に元気な男の人がいます。
Okay, お城の前に。Which is, I need an O.
お城
の前に。
前に。お城の前に元気な男の人がいます。元気な男の人がいます。つまらないです。
つまらないです。つまらないです。Okay, good.
後楽園は有名な公園です。
I'm getting really tired, but I have to keep going.
後楽園は右にあります。
はい、ありがとう。またね。後楽園、後楽園。きれい。ようこそ。これは、
後楽園。
hardship now, pleasure later. はい。
公園の水はきれいですね。
はい。Korakuen was built in 1700. It is one of the three great Japanese gardens. The other two are Kenrokuen and Ishikawa Prefecture and Kairakuen in
面
Ibaraki.
白いですね。
はい、それは面白いです。
こんばんは。
こんばんは。Oh, there's gonna be no performance. Cool. Why is there a dog in the middle of the lake? Who put their dog in the middle of the lake? Get your dog out of the middle of the lake.
こんばんは。私は日本語が下手です。日本語は大切ですか？
大切ですか？はい、
はい、
そうです。
そうで、日本語は大切です。
What is 大切 again?
大切です。そうです。日本語は大切です。
私と日本語を勉強しますか？
そうですか。OK, OK. 行くぞ。
毎日。
毎日 is every day. 毎日。
いつも。
いつも is always.
いつも。よく。
よく is
よ
often.
く。
So, every day.
毎日。よく。時々。
Tokidoki, which is is not a this is not a kanji. It is a symbol that indicates a repetition of a previous sound. Tokidoki.
読む。
読む。読む。
書く。
書く。
時々。書く。よ。について。
Ooh, this is new. について。I will talk about Japanese manga. 日本の漫画について話します。Ooh, let me add that to the notes. について。 日本語とについて話します。Okay, yes.
について、
について It's a book about Okayama Prefecture. Okayama Ken no Itsui. Yeah. Okayama Ken.
岡山県のについての本だ。
Yes!
岡山県についての本だ。
Sugoi!
と、
To is and. Wait. Be used. To 話しています。
大切は、と、読みます。
私は日本語が下手です。時
So,
々日本語を勉強します。
let's see. え、
すみません。
ようこさん。
私の大切な部分はあそこです。
はい、ミソです。ミソです。
私は水が好きではありません。
なぜ？
よろしくお願いします。
はい。
はい。
わかりました。
わかりました。あそこに行きます。
I'll go over there.
よろしくお願いします。
はいはい。ちょっと待ってください。左。
左。
上。
上。
ストップ。ワンワン。山。富士の上。大きい。ステーキ。おいしい。かわいい。大切。ワンワン。ワンちゃんはうるさいです。そして右です。行くぞ、ワンちゃん。
ブブ。私です。ようこです。
Yes, Boo Boo. Go back to your mother. Please go back to your mother, Boo Boo. Please go back to your mother, Boo Boo.
ありがとうございます。
大丈夫、大丈夫。So thank you. Here's a little lesson about Japanese. 日本語を勉強します。行くぞ。
そして。
そして is and then.
そして。
So I need to remember that だから I keep using そして but I need to use だから for certain things. そして。そして。
お茶。
That's all. Hello, Astra. Good to see you. How are you? Let's see. Coffee.
コーヒ
Let's see. And also coffee. 私は
ーは、そして、コーヒーが
好きだ。
好きだ。
Oh wow, that actually worked.
私はお茶、そしてコーヒーが好きだ。
I'm doing good. I'm just practicing my Japanese by playing this game, Wagatabu. It is a Japanese learning game that we've been playing off and on for the past month or two. It's very helpful, but at the same time, we're only now getting to points where I actually don't know much. And there's times where I've forgotten certain words, and that's its own problem that I have to figure out. Ugh. Hold on, I need water. Or did I already finish my water? Look, I think I finished my water! Cock. Oh well. Oh wait, it's right behind me! I would definitely recommend this game and Shoshingo. Shoshingo is very, very useful for those who are just starting out, as it will teach you the Japanese alphabet, while also teaching you about kanji. Because believe it or not, kanji is very important to learn early on. The reason why is because if you look down here, there's one thing you will notice from the English language that is different from the Japanese language. In the English language, we have spaces between our words. In the Japanese language, they do not. If you are only using hiragana and katakana and no kanji, this all looks like one long word, and that is terrifying. Without kanji, you can't tell shit apart. It took me a while to realize that, but now that I've realized it, I'm like, oh, that's terrifying. Mo, like as in also. How was your day today, Asha? I still need to think about the thing that we were talking about, but that's fine. Kagawa Prefecture's udon fans parks are all... Kagawa Ken no
香川県の
udon
うどん
mo 市は
うちわ
も公園
公園
も有名あんこ有名だ
有名だ。香
One
川
more
県のうどんもうちわも公園も有名だ。
You've been working on a few commissions. That's great. I'm glad you're working on commissions and getting paid. Or at least I hope they're paying you. If they're not paying you, I'm gonna beat them up. I'll beat them up. I swear I will.
けど
Keto. Okay, I need to pay attention to this one really quick because Keto is actually one of the ones that I struggle with. Okay. 毎日漢字を書きます。けど they are making me take payment. Good. They better be making you take payment. 毎日漢字を書きますけど、日本語がケースです。Wow, this is relatable.
毎日漢字を書きますけど日本語が下手です。けど
日本のお茶
日本のお茶は有名だ。
けど
有
名だけ
日
ど
本のお茶は有名だけど
から which is like from
から
Kara. We have a friend named Kara Malone. I drink coffee so every day, so 毎日コーヒーを飲む。
元気から
Okay. 毎日
毎日
コーヒーを
を飲むから元気だ。
There we go.
毎日コーヒーを飲むから元気だ。
すごい。
か
か。Like, or. これは私の本か。本。これは私の本か。田中さんの本ですか？ Is this my book or Tanaka-san's book? ああ。let's see. 俺のカタカナ。Are katakana interesting or boring? カタカナは
カタカナは面白い
か。
かつまらないか。
つまらない。
カタカナは面白いかつまらないか。
つまらない is one of the words that we forgot.
ひなせ
Oh, a small fishing town. Okay.
ひなせ
I was about to say, I've never heard this word, but no wonder, it's a town.
び
Oh, no, that's...
備前
Wait, I can just do that?
び
Huh.
備前
以前。
ブブは私の大切な小さい犬です。
そうですか。白川さんについて。
白川さんですか？
について。はい、白川さんです。Can you tell me about 白川さん？
大切な人ですね。
大切な人ですね。Aren't you a...
後楽園の西にいます。
There's an important person. He's in the park on the west side. He's very popular, no actor, and performs tonight. Don't miss it. ありがとうございます。
いいえいいえ。
またね。It occurs to me that I made myself look like the Joker, and I always forget that until I play this game, and then I look back and go, why did I make myself look like the Joker? 後楽園の南に、綺麗な人。Unintelligible. Great. Unintelligible. Great. Yama no mae ni, before the mountain. Unintelligible. Why? 後楽園。あなた。
こんばんは。
こんばんは、白川さん。Did you enjoy the show? Hi! そうです。
ありがとうございます。日本語が好きですか？
はい、日本語が好きです。でも、日本語がとても面白いと、難しいです。
私と日本語を勉強しますか？
そうですか？Nah, adjectives. So, the negative form of an adjective is used to express. So, ではない。元気ではないです。元気ではないです。綺麗ではないです。綺麗ではないです。上手じゃないです。上手じゃないです。くないです。 上手な、じゃないです。ちょっと、じゃない、ではない。上手ではないです。元気、元気じゃないです。ではない。Nope. Oh, wait, formal. 元気ではありません。元気ではありません。有名なありません。有名なではありません。好きありません。好きありません。好きじゃない。好きじゃない。ではない。好きではない。元気じゃない。元気じゃない。ではない。上手ではないです。上手じゃないです。下手ではありません。下手ではません。じゃありません。元気じゃありません。元気じゃない。
日本語が上手ですね。
あ、岡山市のお城に
面白いですね。
またね。
またね。
I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up for now because I'm kind of tired and getting hungry. I need food soon. So we're gonna start wrapping it up. We're gonna see who's live right now. We're gonna raid into them. We're gonna raid into Daikokuten Mameko-san. No, wait, we're gonna raid into Phoebes. We don't raid into Phoebe often. Please give Phoebe lots of love and support. Phoebe is someone that I want to just support with my all. So have a good night, everyone. Mata ne! Bye bye!